things are progressing. So we're looking for a lot of different garnishes and herbs to make different things. I'm gonna be teaching the primary food colors today. It's in my garnishing and plate presentation module, and so we need a lot of herbs. So this is basil. We're gonna snip, and remember, the more you snip, the more they grow. We're gonna get Thai basil. Even like these little flowers are become great little garnishes that you can use, and they're completely edible. So those purple flowers, I want my herbs to have those flowers in them. Then mint. Like, that's a great little garnish right there. That top of the mint. So that on like a chocolate cake with some fresh mint with whipped cream, that's delicious. Then this is dill. So we're gonna snip some fresh dill. I've actually been hitting the dill pretty hard, so there's not too much left, but I've got salmon, and you can smell like wow, that like smells so good. Like that's gonna be great with salmon. Then I think I already got the Thai basil. Let's get a few more mint leaves for garnish. This is cilantro right here. Look at the flowers on that. I might use that for the garnish. And anytime herbs go to flower, you trim them so that they don't continue to flower, because actually as they're flowering, they don't become as sweet anymore. So this is Italian parsley. So love that. That's gonna be an incredible garnish, but also flavoring into different things. So snipping that. Then we have sage right here. So great with chicken, pork dishes. You can actually fry sage leaves, become an amazing garnish. Then here's pineapple sage. And you can even see the color in that. Then oregano. So I'm just gonna grab it by the bunch. This is gonna be really good in anything Italian that we're gonna do, or with tomatoes. And then here, we've got thyme. This in particular is lemon thyme. You can even see very much like the pineapple sage. It's yellowish. It's got a little yellowish color to it. And then here's a regular thyme right here. So I'm gonna grab some of this. We got a couple bunches of that. Okay, we got all our herbs. Now look at this too. Pay attention to this. This sage thing is growing outside of my box. I didn't want to cut it. And then even the mint here, it's growing down here on the ground. Why would I do that? Like, there's more herbs here, so let's just trim them. Look at all that. That's probably like $40 worth of fresh herbs. Nothing's gonna be better. All right, let's go garnish food. All right, we're back in here, and today we're talking about food arts, food artistry. So these, I'm super excited about Transform Culinary kits. So today we're just doing food artistry. That's one of 11 of the training kits that we have. So in this box, you're gonna see it come to life here. All kinds of training of garnishing, plate presentation, using primary food colors. So we're just gonna demonstrate it just here so you can see how this works. We do it in a real life setting and a virtual world as well, so stay tuned. So this is about, the first steps is the mise en place. Mise en place is, in French, having your things in place. And we're gonna separate the different varieties of herbs. So we got fresh thyme. So with those beautiful flowers. This is Himalayan black sea salt. And then like this little top right there, we'll do the same thing. A bias cut. You know, the other step to good mise en place is have all your things in place, but also make sure you have a sharp knife. Then I got this is a Chinese eggplant. I just love the color on it. And I love it in like a roasted vegetable. So let's go ahead and chop this up too. Cut the top and the bottom off. It's a little bit big, so I'll cut it in half, then do half again. And then let's just strip this. At the same thing with this side. Okay. Now we got our beautiful eggplant. Put it on our mise en place. These spring onions, which you could do as green onions, right? So all kinds of garnishes we can make here. So what I like to do with the tops, a couple things, is you can cut the top off like this. Then you can cram them together like this. And then you do real thin strips like this, lengthwise. Is we can just do the normal cut so that we can have some nice spring onions, just like that. Okay, so we'll add that to our fresh herbs. I thought I had more, but I just have half one left, but that's okay. We're gonna take this and we'll do some slices with it. So I'm gonna do slices like this. Wanna do some orange twists for some different dishes. So I'll do a few orange twists, but they're great on like maybe a barbecue sandwich or on top of a spring summer salmon salad. So it has that delicious flavor into it. Dishes that we're gonna do. So you cut them. This would be known as like a medium dice. Now you can see it starting to sizzle, so we're gonna put that right into the pan. I had a chef one time, he showed me, and he's actually the chef of SpaceX right now. We had all the primary food colors because the salmon was bright red, the potatoes had a yellow hue, the asparagus was bright green. So if you can get those colors on the plate, it's incredible. We eat with our eyes and we go, that looks delicious. Well, it actually increases the appetite of the dish and also makes the guests more happy. So then I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt on that. I'm just gonna put this with the thyme, it's awesome. Just to make sure it's loose. And then that's gonna go in the oven. We'll turn that off. And I got it at a 400-degree oven. You put that on the top. So we got some red and yellow peppers. So you're gonna cut the top off. So this goes right here, this goes into your diced veg. So we'll do a nice little combination diced veg here in just a sec. And now I'm gonna do a fine julienne, which a julienne is like a 2-inch. The green onions, that's great. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the red pepper in there because that's also gonna curl. So then there's our garnish this way, and it makes a brunoise cut. So then I can take this and sprinkle the brunoise potatoes. We'll check back in a little bit. Garlic oil, that's ready to go, right? You just take the whole head of garlic and you crush back and forth with your heel, right? And then it's gonna pop open for you, and then you can just pull out the cloves that you need, right? And so then you give it a smash like this, then that little husk will peel right off and you can slice it. Great, especially with some roasted vegetables. And now I'm gonna cut this way. So let's take some eggplant, and I might do more than just a trio. And then I'll add my zucchini in here. We'll do the green zucchini, right? Then we'll do some red peppers, and then let's add our fresh parsley to it. Give it a toss, get all that coated, turn that off. Beautiful. We got our veggies, we got our potatoes. Now we got a time lapse going. We're gonna put the oil in there because we're gonna sear at the same time. We're gonna roast them. I wanna put some salt and pepper on it. Oh, now we're smoking. In go the wings. So we got cod. And like I mentioned, this is like a teriyaki marinade. Love that. So these are, this is a wild sockeye salmon. And then while that's roasting, why not, let's take a little bit of this lemon, just squeeze it over the top. Over here. There's a broiler underneath it. And now go down this way. Okay. There's a little French fry. We'll do another one. And we're gonna actually do the fries with the steaks. We're gonna go right in the pan. Okay, then we'll go salt and pepper on the other side. Yes. Then I love to just keep whole husks of garlic in there. So we'll put a few in there. It's like that. Then whole thyme. We'll just pack that right there. That's going to create some amazing flavor. Then give it a push down. Make sure you're getting a good sear. Look at those veg. Those are beautiful. So those are done. So we'll put those to the side. And let's see our potatoes. Starting to get some color. You can see that. That'll be good with the steak. They're starting to cook through. We need a little more time there. So we're gonna go back in the oven. Then we got our cod. Let's see how that's browning. Oh yeah, see? See the color on that? It's actually done. So we're pulling the cod out. So that's, since we're caramelizing the salmon, I want to get that color because there's some honey on that. That's gonna glaze in the oven. So watch the magic. We'll put it here under the broiler. You see what kind of color we get. Okay. So we got our fries going here. In a second, we're gonna add them to that. I just want to get a little color on it first. It's getting there, see? It's getting there. And the reason it's not fully coloring is because we got to put some butter in it. So we'll put a nice knob of butter. Let that melt. Now we're gonna make sure the butter's on both sides. That's what we want. And then let's get some barbecue sauce. Ooh, this is good. Sweet Baby Ray's honey chipotle. I don't know if you've ever had that before. So I'm gonna take the pork, put it into this pot and bring it back. And that steak's looking good. I mean, look at all these projects going on. And none of this was planned, right? Okay, we're gonna simmer that. Back to, well, let's see our steak, right? We probably, oh yeah, so we're getting some color there. So let's flip that. Let's get in some good color. Now, while that's cooking, I'm gonna sneak some fries in there in all that steak juice. That's exactly what I want, okay? Then why not do a little finishing oil over the top, get the fries, coat it, okay? Pop that sucker in. Let's check out our salmon. Start to caramelize. There we go. That's what I was talking about. See? We're getting that caramelization. So I flipped it. You do a little more on that other side. Sauce to always be a sauce consistency. We're gonna coast the back of the spoon, like, all the way, right? And right now it's not. And the reason you have to do a slurry is if you don't do this, you're just gonna get powdered cornstarch within your sauce, and then you just bring it over here with a little water and make a slurry. You can also add a little more, so it could be thicker. Stir it. Now we're just gonna drizzle it in while it's boiling. Drizzle, stir. Salt, pepper. You're gonna turn it down to low. So then you turn the stove off, and this is the last step. You always want to mount your sauce with butter, and colder the better. So just cut a few wedges or butter. Put the butter in. Then serve. Cooked in the beet juices. Look at that. Okay. There we go. That's good. The tomatoes. So that's it. So we got our rosemary. Now what I like to do is we're gonna make a rosemary skewer fries. All right, put that on the plate. Nice caramelized fries. You could obviously roast them a little bit more, but I personally like them like this, where they're soggy from the juices of the steak. We're gonna arrange the veggies just a little bit on the plate because I want to make room for the steak, so you see that. But I want all that pop of color. Like I want to see the red, right? I want to see the yellow. That's really important. But I'm leaving room for the steak there, right here. Look at that. So I'm gonna turn it this way so you guys can see that. Then I have mushrooms right here that I roasted on top of it. Right, so I'm gonna take that mushroom that's nice and warm. I'm gonna go right into that steak. Right, like that. So we got our sauce. Then I'm gonna drizzle that over the steak. Right, I want you to kind of see it on the plate right there. Because we're gonna do some sugar snaps as well. So we'll put our vegetables here. Then I'm gonna keep them warm. So I'm gonna pop them in here. And then I'm gonna take some sugar snaps with some of my garlic oil. So I want to cook those and get them bright. You're gonna need some of this, like that purple. And then let's do that comes over here. Look at that beautiful lean cod. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Look at this little piece right there. Let's do rice, the lean cod. So this rice is still nice and hot. I just wanted a little bit wilty. That's what I want. I'm gonna put some of the spinach leaves on the side. Soak that. Then I'm gonna take some of the peas to make like a little place for the fish to sit on top. I like that nice caramel. I like that piece right there. It's a perfect little portion. We'll put that right over the top, just like that. Over the rice. That's exactly what we want. Look at all those beautiful juices from the marinade. So we're gonna put that over the top because we're building that color. So like as you look at this, what are we missing? We're missing something red, right? Fine julienne of the red pepper. So we'll put a little bit of that right over the top of the fish, give it a little fresh, right? So a lot of people save that for the salmon, but I like the Thai basil at the top. Right, remember that color there? So let's use that right over the top. Look at that nice salmon right there. Roasted potatoes. So we'll go, and it's got a little of the brunoise vegetables, which is great. There's no reason to do both. So we're gonna take a little of the spinach. When we do clockwork plating, think of it like here's a plate, and this is 12 o'clock. So you want your protein to be at between like 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Then your starch up here between 12 and 3. Am I thinking about that right in the clock? And then 1 and 3 over here for the vegetable. That's a classic way to plate. It's really pleasant the way people like it, because I want that green color to really stand out. And then I'm still gonna take all this fresh veg, right? And just put a little bit there. That's beautiful. a nice piece. I'm gonna go for right here. And then we'll go right here. You want like maybe like a 4-ounce piece of salmon, really. Then I'm gonna lift that up. Just like that. I love the beauty of that balsamic glaze over the top of the salmon. Just like that. I want that freshness. We'll put that right there. And that contrast, right, of the salmon and the vegetables just looks gorgeous. The seasoning, a lemon herb. This stuff is so good on wings, I'm telling you, people. You toss it, you get this, right? The same thing. So put some butter in. That lemon herb is actually low sodium, so it doesn't have very much sodium in it. So I want to make sure I do put a little bit in. Get it tossed, get the butter down in there. Yes. And then what's happening is it's creating a delicious sauce. This is some homemade, well, not homemade, but made from scratch ranch dressing from H-E-B. Personally, I don't think you can serve chicken wings without either ranch or blue cheese. So this is some ranch. You could do blue cheese on the plate because it's going to add a nice little sweetness to it. So let's go like this. Let's take a little sweet chili sauce. Also do a little sweet chili. We'll build them. Oh yeah, those look good. Right. Because I need the yellow and the red. Now we're getting some of the yellow in here, which is great. So I'm gonna sprinkle, and then I want a little more of that red to pop color-wise. So I'm gonna just kind of place some of the red pepper. There we go. There's a nice little bar app of chicken wings right there. Okay, we're gonna do a little dessert. Sometimes I make smoothies, and then I got this and freeze it. So this is actually a tropical fruit smoothie that I froze, but it's a little hard. So let me just zap it real quick. Okay, let's see. I love sometimes just making dessert out of what we have. Let's do a couple. Couple tropical smoothie desserts, scoops. Let's put a few beautiful peaches over the top. Mint. All right, we can put that kind of right in the center there. And let's do a little flower right there. Why not put some of that juice from the peach right over that tropical smoothie? Tropical smoothie with fresh peaches and, oh, you know what? Peaches. Like that, right? And then we don't even need the flour. Now we know. We've got, look at that. We've got the red, yellow, and green. Bread, toasted. I love this Sara Lee bread. It's so good. So what I'm doing is breaking up the bigger chunk pieces just to kind of make that shredded pork that's gonna go really good on that sandwich, which would be a great little lunchtime snack. Oh, I forgot one thing on the dessert too. If you have any cookie thins, this is a little coconut chocolate. Yeah, you could just add something fun, right, to the dessert. I got bread. That's what we want right there. To do our dressing, got fresh herbs, a little mustard, olive oil, like our barbecue pork. Nice big mound of it. Just like that. Make 2 of these just beautiful sandwiches. All right, like that. Then we're gonna offset the other side of it, right? It's like that, so you see that beautiful color. Then I'm gonna take those gorgeous pickles. And let's put some pickles on there. It's like that. And then our pickled onions, right over like that. Then our bistro salad with the dressing. Does it have my red, green, and yellow? It does have. It has my red, it has my green, it does have the yellow. I think it's lacking just a little bit of red. So like you could, I didn't use this. So like, why don't we use some of the green onions to put on top of the salad, because that's gonna add a little crunch. And then we could take some of the red onions in the salad, right, to give it a little pop of color right there. And then there's our barbecue pork sandwich with a bistro salad. Enjoy. I hope you guys learned some stuff here with our food artistry program and all the garnishing color. We'll see you in the next class. Thank you.